Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, Divine Astrology, where God dwells within me as me. I am here to bring to you your love messages for September 2025 for all 12 zodiac signs. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss your accurate predictions and what's coming up for the next month in your love life, okay? I am recording this in advance. This is August. And we're not even finished with August yet, but I'm going to be giving you messages that will be coming up for you and will be playing out in your life. For those of you who are single, connected with someone in any kind of way romantically, not necessarily for those of you in long-term commitments or marriages. Please keep that in mind as you're watching as well. This may not be suitable for all ears, but some messages in the readings can resonate with you if you are dealing with a lover, just in general. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first sign. Okay, Taurus, let's look at your love messages. Taurus women, I'm going to begin with you first, and then we're going to go into the Taurus men right after. Taurus males, just fast forward till you get to your part. Okay, so for Taurus women, let's see, September 2025. You're coming through with this energy of deep thinking. Deep thinking, you're thinking very deeply about what you really want. What you really want. You're going to be thinking so deep. You're going to be in your head a lot in September about love, because you're getting real with yourself. It's a very intellectual state of mind for you in September, and you're going to be getting real with yourself about what exactly do you really want, because you have choices in front of you. But it's about what are you willing to settle for now at this age in your life, at this time in the game, you know, like at this stage of your life. What are you willing to settle for? What is completely unacceptable? You know that. But maybe you never weighed what would you settle for. Because, you know, everybody seeks perfection and they say, I'll never settle. But a lot of people end up settling eventually. Like, if you really look at it, I'm sure Steve Harvey's wife didn't want a man with a mustache that thick. But that's what she, you know what I mean? Like, you got to take something with the whole package. You know, like, something may not be right, but everything else may be right. So now it's time to, like, stop looking. I'm not going to say kill your dreams of your dream guy, but I'm saying, like, okay, what could you deal with? What about, like, writing a list of not only what you want, but also what would you accept if you weigh your options? Because I'm only saying this because there's a Taurus female out there that really does have options. You do have picks, choices. You do have options. So what would you go for? You know, it's like something to really think about now. Maybe you never thought you would see yourself dating. You know, one of your options may be very cringy, but would you accept that side of this person for everything else that comes with it? Would you finally let one of your guards down? It's just about compromise. Compromising with the options you do have. Someone may not have a sports car, but it's okay. You're still going to get where you need to go. You know, it's like that. It's something you're going to have to open up to in order to get your man. You know, the guidance is directed toward those of you who are looking for love. And since you're here, I assume that. So is something you're going to have to accept now at this stage in your life. And that's what you're thinking about. Whoever, it could be more than one guy who's interested in you, or it could be one guy, two. I feel like it's not just one. I feel like it may be more than one, but it could just be one for some of you. But whoever it is, you know, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4. This person feels very intuitively connected to you, especially your sac, your womb. They feel very connected to your feminine parts. And this is what's drawing this person in towards you. The energy exuding from your sacral chakra is very strong for this. Like, this person can pick that energy right up in the palm of their hands and eat at it like a pomegranate. You know, like, this is someone who, even if they're 1,500 miles away from you, or 1,500 hours away from you, where would that be? 1,500 hours away, that's like way, that's probably the seventh heaven. I don't know, but no, just kidding. This is someone who's, even if they're 1,500 hours away from you, well, I just said the same thing. Sorry. Just think about the longest place you could go from where you're at. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. No matter how far, they can sense something good in that area. It's like ding 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 ding. Like, they just get the, it's the jumps. They get the jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock when it comes to you. What I think also is something very Erykah Badu about you, and that's what gets them really excited about someone like you. This is someone who people may not think they would be into a spiritual woman. People may not think that their type would be you. But now people have to get used to this, because you are exactly what they always wanted deep down inside. On the outside, they may go for people for different reasons, whether it be their looks, skin complexion, how long or short their hair is, or whatever. Like, but with you, it's not about any of that. With you, it's about your spiritual nature. And there's something that's keeping this person attracted to you. And they want to become your boyfriend. This is someone who you've never dated before, but they want to be in your life. So they like the energy they feel, and they intuitively know that you give off, no matter how far away they are. They also like how you don't play around. This is someone who's never dated a woman with Taurus sun sign before, and they don't know what to expect, but whatever it is, they like it, because Taurus is right next to Aries and Gemini. So you can bring this balance between the two of these signs in a way where it's like your being that you're a Taurus in the middle, you're basically picking up a lot of fire and a lot of air on earth. So this brings a lot of stability as well as humidity, if you really think about it. Heat, air, and earth is a lot of humidity. So someone who is noticing your element, like something about who you are, something about your element, something about how you are. They're noticing this about you, that when they connect with you, they feel that like steam. And that makes a steamy connection between the two of you. Whether you feel it or not, they feel it. They feel like things are so steamy and spicy between the two of you. It's very sultry and romantic and sexy and very attractive is what they feel when they're connecting with you, because it's something about that dewy feeling. And it's like, it's a sweet spot that they're very attracted to when it comes to you, but it's all coming from your spiritual nature, or how you don't play around. Like you're highly successful at what you do. I could be talking to another psychic. I could be talking to another light worker. I could be talking to another high priestess in your own right, in your own way that you think, right? Very, very into it. Very, very, whoever, this is not going to be for everyone, but this is going to be for a Taurus who is very intuitive. So this is nice so far, Taurus female. This is nice so far. It's just, but the thing is, this is just one of your options, you know. But I feel like, you know, some of who, if you have more than one option who's interested in you, they may all see this side of you. They may all see the spiritual side of you, but there's one specifically who is really connected to your sacral energy, which means they're highly sexually drawn to you. That's the most, like the intimate part is where they're the most connected. I'm not seeing too much about the heart, and I don't feel too much about the mind. I feel a lot about the lower body. This, you know, this whole love situation for you at this time in your life may make you want to just put an end to everything. Honestly, it makes you feel like just letting it go, letting things go, letting something go, letting someone go, possibly because you're not getting exactly what you're looking for. So I don't know, it just feels like you just may want to end it all or walk away from it all. I'm going to find out why you may feel like that. But, you know, whoever this person is who's so connected to your sexual energy that you carry, your aura, let's just call it your aura. Whoever this is that's so into your aura, they do want a real family unit with you, like a real relationship with family, home, money, career, success, love. Like they want all of that with you, whoever this person is. Like they want to give you a child. They want to, you know, like this is a person coming in wanting to do certain things with you. And but the way they feel toward you is like you're going to fight them. Like they feel like you're very defensive. You're very defensive. Like this person may even be afraid that you would punch them, you know, like you would knock them out. They feel like you would come out swinging if they try to approach you. You're very tough in this person's eyes when it comes to trying to pursue a female. Like I don't know if this may be their first time dealing with a Taurus female, and they don't know what this is about. You're very, because earth signs are not really like, earth signs are not known to be passionate. Fire signs are known to be passionate, which feels like you may be loving, but fire signs are passionate. You know what I mean? Like people could feel a fire sign's passion, and it could spread like wildfire, and a lot of other people on the outside will even feel a fire sign's passion and be so attracted to them. But Taurians are different. It's like you're a slow moving lover, so it needs to take time to brew. So a lot of people may not see you in a romantic way until a long time from the first time you meet them. It may take people a while, but this is someone who's very intimidated by you. It's like barks got bite. It's like you just have that type of like raspy aura. Like I don't know, something about you is very Like, they might see you and be like, what you want to do? You want to fight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, this may be why you just want to close the door on everyone or whoever this is, whether it's one person, multiple, whatever, because you see that they also have other options. They have options too. They have a decision to make too. You're not the only one. They have to decide who they want too. They have to figure out what they're going to do too. This could be a person who you may have heard through the grapevine, or you may be aware that they may be into different people. They may like other people too, or other people like them. Both of you have a lot of different options. I'm talking about all together, y'all might have 14 options. I mean, I don't know. You guys have a lot of interest in suitors. Like, a lot of suitors are very interested in you and want to get with you a lot. So that could be why you just want to shut everything down, because maybe you know that it's different for a man versus a woman. It's like a woman can have a lot of attractors, but she doesn't have to act on any of them, or half the time women don't even know. But men who have a lot of attractors, sometimes they slip up and do things to hurt somebody, and you may be well aware of the game. So you're like, Ultimately, I think he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that you're ready for something to pop off. You're ready for action. You're ready to see something. It's like people are hiding behind mountains. Like, they're hiding behind shrubs and trees, and they're hiding. They're even underwater looking for you, checking for you. I mean, they are like Poseidon and like, I'm telling you, they're like Poseidon and some other mythological people that y'all talk about, but I don't really believe in. But they're like that, you know, like it's people everywhere around your energy who really like you, but you're the only one ready. Like, you're the only one about that action. You're the only one about that life. You're the only one that's really about that life. You're the only one, and you're the woman, and that's crazy. But you do have a person who really likes you out of all of them, who's very, very intimidated by you, very afraid of you, because you come across very more masculine than feminine. Like, you're very, it's interesting how you carry yourself. This is someone who's not used to that at all. I'm trying to see what their zodiac sign may be to help you know who it is. Some of you already know who it is, but I mean, it could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. This is someone who's very scared, a Libra. It could be someone on the cusp of Scorpio and Libra. Yeah, you have a lot of different, somebody else may be a fire sign. You may have a fire sign person who likes you. And maybe air. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Libra's an air sign. So it may be an air sign too. Like I said, Libra. But we also have Aquarius and Gemini too. So it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, and that's all I have for the Taurus women. That looks like your September. Just contemplating and really thinking about, okay, what are you going to go for at this time? Because you're ready. But it's just up to you now to not really make any choices, but to decide which one is going to move, that you're actually going to move forward with. It doesn't feel like a choice. It just feels like what comes into alignment the right way. All right, and that's all I have. Thanks. All right, now let's look into the Taurus masculines. Okay, Taurus men. In love, it looks like the way you feel like a relationship really could work out. The way you feel like you can have what you want. The way you feel is that there's a woman you're interested in who is success in the flesh. Like, the way you feel about her and also what you know about her, you're right. She's success in the flesh. She is successful. She is little Mrs. Success. So there's something very optimistic about how you see a woman. The way she handles things in her life is very attractive to you. The things that she wants out of life is very attractive to you. What she does and for a living is very attractive to you. How she flows with life is very attractive to you. You're very into her because she knows how to balance things out really well. She's not just a giver, she's also a receiver. She's not just a receiver, she's also a giver. She believes in fairness. She's a very fair woman. And when it comes to life and when it comes to heavenly matters, like treat a person well and you get treated well, that kind of thing, she's like that. She's a very balanced woman. She believes in dharma. She believes in all of that, universal law. She believes in everything. So when it comes to spirituality or who she is or whatever she stands for, she believes in doing the right thing. And that's why in September, you see so many good things coming to her. Whoever this woman is, it seems like she just won something. So in September, this woman that you're interested in may win something. She's coming across as very victorious and extremely successful at something that she's doing. I don't know if she's hitting a jackpot, if she's winning the lottery. I don't know if this woman is winning a huge gift or a huge reward. But this woman is about to win something, or she has won something. September, there's a winner. There's a winner. And what's so crazy about this is that some of you already knew that she would be a winner. It's like out of anybody, you had the most faith in her. You had the most faith. You invested the most belief and the most nurturing, the most support, the most love to her, because you really did believe that this is a winner. You knew she was going to win because something about her, it feels like she's made for something. She's destined for something. She's supposed to be in a certain position, or she's supposed to have a certain thing happen to her. So you were always, deep down inside, no matter what, you always knew that she will win. Always. Now, the thing about her is, this is the thing. You might have hurt her, though. You might have done something to hurt her. You might have done, it feels like you have directed something toward her that did hurt her. She was very heartbroken by some action that you took, and this is what it's like. The rain coming down on a woman who is in her natural element, meaning she's in tune with her emotions and she's feeling all these things towards you. And that's how a woman's supposed to be. But this is not showing the best version of her. So romantically, she may not be where she wants to be with you. She may not be in a mindset where she likes to be with a person in general. You may not bring her happiness, joy, peace of mind, clarity. Like, you may be doing the opposite. You may be the reason for a lot of pain she's experienced, or the reason for a lot of things she's going through right now in September. But when she's not thinking about you, she can focus in on her greatest desires and make the most of her life and exactly what she wants it to be. She can focus better. She can see everything better, like clearly. She can
her opportunities are there, and she's just, you know, like reaching up to grab them all, and she's just being herself. And I feel like when she's not with you or not around you, you get a different side of her. So Taurus, you're a king of pentacles because you're successful too in September. There is some type of abundance, money, prosperity, or something coming to you as well. You're making something happen as well. Both of you have a lot of supporters, followers, or people who worship both of you. There's a lot of fandom going on. Like you have your own fierce, like competitive fans, supporters, believers, followers, whatever you want to call them. And this is a woman who has the same thing. And the two groups that you two have is like they see each other, but people are fiercely on your side and people are fiercely on her side. So a lot of people can see how you guys are trying to do something positive in your separate lives. And that's why there's a lot of people encouraging you to do that. But the thing about you is you could be so focused on you and what you're building that you're not willing to come together with a woman who also is building. You may naturally just have money, and you're dealing with a woman who has gained something on her own, not naturally. Like what this means is you may have had long money, or you may have had money for some time, for a long time. This is a woman who is winning or gaining what she's supposed to have, is just happening at a later time. So I'm seeing that something like that is going on. She's just a late bloomer, but that's her destiny. You have to think about it. If this is a woman who did not come into her full character until like 30, that's just how God set it up, the same way that God set it up for Christ. Christ didn't have a realization of who he really was until 30. And a lot of other prophets in the Bible, this stuff doesn't happen until you hit 30. Your ministry doesn't start until 30. So that's just what it is. That's the difference. But she is needing clarity, and a lot of clarity, like clarity to the maximum from you and only you, nobody else, just you. She needs to know exactly what happened between the two of you, only from you, because you have, in like her, from her perspective and through her eyes, you've heard her to the millionth degree. Like you heard her more than anybody, because the problem is that you've been rooting for her, but you haven't been wanting to collaborate. And that's the thing. It's like you can be this big cheerleader on the sidelines all day, but you haven't played the right type of role. Like you've done something where it's like you shifted your focus and all your energy onto yourself and what you can gain and what you can become and what money you have and what you do and what you want. And you became very self-focused, and you weren't trying to be together. You wasn't trying to be like in a union with her. And she knows that about you. She knows that at somewhere down the line, you didn't allow the love to overcome you. You allowed money or greed to overcome you, or possibly money or reputation associated with money, like your status or something like that. You let that overcome the love that you have for her. So you were supportive in the background, but you also let all of these carnal, physical things overcome you and pull you away from her. But it seems like now she's getting to a point where this is how she's supposed to have her life set up, where she's supposed to join together with another rich, fruitful person and combine the two of you guys, and the type of ability to not just accumulate wealth, but also to open up a lot of doors for other people. But you guys are supposed to be doing this together, and this is supposed to be, you guys are supposed to be in collaboration with some of the biggest, richest people in the world, like you and her. But this got broken up some kind of way, because I feel like you just became too self-focused and you drew yourself into yourself even more, and you tried to like keep your life separate from her life. But it shouldn't be like that. If you two exchange minds, ideas, goals, and dreams, who wouldn't want to see you two be the key to like unlock so many doors? But because that doesn't happen here, is what I'm seeing between the two of you. It just doesn't work. So it feels like both of you may, okay, and by the way, this could be a fire sign. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be a Cancer, or it could be a Taurus, or even a little bit of air. It could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, whoever this is. But it feels like you both may agree to you both may agree that so much has happened, and it left this woman feeling really, really hurt by your actions, because she saw when you crossed that line and became self-absorbed, self-proclaimed, and self-righteous. And like, she saw when you let your status, your reputation, and your money cloud your judgment. So that really did something to her, because unlike you, she was coming from a place of unity, morals, justice, love, universal law, God, trust, fairness, honesty. She was coming from some place that was not earth-based, but more based off of spiritual. You see what I'm saying? So you both may agree that instead of walking away, you should come together. You both are going to have that same mindset, because now I think Taurus masculine, you're finally realizing what's going on. Neither one of you wants to walk away. Neither one of you wants to move forward, move on. Neither one of you want to really move on. Neither one of you do, because look at how much happens when you two come into each other's energy. You come into each other's energy, you make the best of each other, and all the people around you benefit. Because a lot of people really root for you and her. That's what you don't realize. Like, in the midst of you being confused and a lot of things going on, because you're listening to other people possibly, or you're letting your job, career keep constantly getting in the way. Your career is constantly getting in the way, constantly a nuisance, constantly a problem. At some point, you have to train your mind. Muhammad Ali had one of the strongest minds, as well as Nelson Mandela. Especially Nelson Mandela. But the precision and the right clarity of your mind, you have to possess that type of mind in order for you to handle your lifestyle. You can be a very popular person on social media, YouTube. You could be a streamer. You could be whatever you are. You could be the local event planner that everybody knows. You can be a senator. Whoever you are, you have some type of popularity. You can be that, but also have an extremely strong mind. And you're dealing with a woman who may have a stronger mind than you when it comes to seeing things clearly in the midst of fame, or in the midst of popularity, or in the midst of wealth. Like, there's something down, it's very centered and very grounded for her. You may take this stuff to the head. So or you're just being very superficial, and you can't be superficial with a person like this, who's going to break down every superficiality, every vanity about you and about the world, and who does not see that. So you're going to get all that's going to be broken down in order for you to be a real human being, and in order for you to actually see what's going on. Like, don't lose your soul. And she's going to constantly remind you of that. So what's hiding here, and what she doesn't know, she doesn't really know the way you see her. Like, you see her as a ball of fire. Very, very feisty, fierce, bold, strong, warrior spirit. Very protective. She's also very protective. That's how you see her. The sun and the moon are her light, her guidance. You feel like this is a woman who doesn't really need anybody to guide her. And for a Taurus masculine, you like to try to guide in connections. But if you're dealing with a fire sign, you have to understand it's an element that's only going to guide themselves. No matter if it's a Leo, even though Leos can be kind of quiet, sometimes they do, even though they might listen to you and seem like they're easy to influence, they're actually not. Surprisingly, a Leo may seem like you're influencing them to get their life together. They could seem like you're really helping them figure life out. They could go along with you and make you feel like you have such a big importance in their life that you're changing them. But really, they're just really great listeners. And they may not listen to anything you said after that conversation. They're going to always do what they want to do. So you can't really guide a fire sign if this is a fire sign. If this is one of the other signs I mentioned earlier, a Cancer. Now you can guide a Cancer if that's a Cancer, because Cancers are easy for that. But honestly, Cancers do have so many mood swings, and they get stubborn too. So I don't know. Good luck with that one. And then you also, I think I mentioned air signs. Now, air signs, yes, you can have that type of control. But a fire sign is an absolute no. And don't cross the boundary with trying to do that because you think because this person is young that they're not capable to win. Or because they're young that they're not capable to lead an entire empire if they want to, because yes, they can. Who are you to say that? Because obviously you probably really can't handle the position you're in. Have you thought about that? Like, the position you're in, can you handle it? Do you have a strong enough mind to not let all these outside influences bury you and you take on a new identity and show the world the total opposite of what God is trying to do? Because from the way it looks, it seems like that's what you've been doing, the opposite. So can you handle it? Do you have a strong enough mind to handle more opportunities, more wealth, more fame? Because I'm telling you, you're going to connect and collaborate with a woman who already has these things. Just like you may have these things already. A lot of attention is what I'm talking about. So if you're connecting with another woman who has a lot of attention, a lot of eyes on her, a lot of people who know her, a lot of people who talk, you'd have to understand that she's just going through things that you've already gone through. It's just, again, the timing is different. You've already had your experience of public ridicule, public whatever, public this reputation and all this stuff. Now you're watching her go through it. And the thing is, are you ready? Like, you have to understand, like, are you ready? Because the way she's handling it, it's like a masterful way of handling something like this, as if she's the one who's been doing this for a long time. So she's not a player. Okay, some of you may not be a player, may not consider yourself one, or some of you may do, I don't know. But this is not who you're dealing with. You're just dealing with a woman who is attracting a lot of different things or people to her because of who she is. And that's just what it is. So are you ready? Like, can you handle this? Is this something you can do? Is this something you can handle? Because you, again, going back, think Nelson Mandela if it helps you. Think Muhammad Ali if this helps you. You have to really have a strong mind in order to deal with a woman of this caliber. You have to understand, Yes, she may have half the world hating her, half the world loving her. But you have to always choose love, and you have to be ahead of the haters. You have to keep your tunnel vision, and you have to stay focused and grounded and locked in. Because the only type of man that she's going to respond to being in this position in life is someone who is going to go through the roughest, toughest, meanest, hardest, most crucial, devastating life circumstances the same way that she has, and all she needs is a man that's going to stand right next to her and even take a step forward before her into a crowd of demons and slay them all. Even like she has yet to find a man who's spiritually developed enough to be able to step before her and take over, just demolish an entire crowd of demons and leave them all flat face down on the floor and walk away with a cleaning the sword as if nothing happened. She's the only one who can do this. She feels it, right? She feels like that. She may feel like in relationships she's never ever seen a man who has a spiritual strength and a mind as strong as hers. You have to have these things in order to be with her. If you don't, then this may not be the person for you. If you're not showing signs of a person who's been through it all, has seen it all, done it all, and there's nothing new under the sun, and if you're not willing to conquer, fight, and win, this may not be the one. You've got to have a sense of resilience when it comes to life, but most importantly, when it comes to her. You got to be, when I tell you, you have to be extremely loyal. You have to not give up, even if the world turns, because you have to understand, we're living in the last days. Most people are not going to like this person because they're quote unquote chosen, quote unquote an angel. So you have to understand that what they're doing, the type of things that they're culminating in their life is on a higher level. You're dealing with a very positive minded person. You're dealing with a very beautiful soul, and a lot of people hate it. Plus, on top of that, you like them? No wonder why they were cutting up. People were cutting up like this because look at you and look at this person. Like, you have grace meets a dream. You see what I'm saying? Like, in other people's eyes, is like, wait a minute, you're anointed, you're spiritual, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're graceful, you're loving, and you're extremely strong. You're a demon slayer, and you have a very successful man, or good looking. If you're not really successful, you could just be really good looking. If you're not really good looking, you can just really have your life together. If that's not it, you just have a really good intimate life. And everybody, whatever it is, put yourself in a box right now, whatever you are, everybody's gonna really hate. But you have to have a strong enough mind to see why everybody is choosing to hate on this person. If this was someone who was just down bad, nobody would even be considering liking this person. Like, you have to understand, the haters wouldn't do anything that they're doing if this person wasn't the truth, if they wasn't the sugar honey iced tea, if they wasn't chosen or anointed or powerful, if they wasn't, like, you got to understand, if a person like this has that much attention and it just happened naturally, it's because people feel like this is someone who is just graced by God in every way. So you have to understand why people may come up against someone that you like or that you're in love with, and just keep a strong mind. Because let me tell you, if this was a person that was weak, if they were unattractive, if they were a bad person, and if they were evil or anything like that, let me tell you something, they wouldn't be the topic of conversation, because people would either be running, people would be not trying to be around them for real, people wouldn't really deal with them for real, and this person would have been out of your life a long time ago, if any of that were true. But that's how you know it's not. People are just hating because they know this person. Like a lot of people who shouldn't have let this person know that they know them, let them know that they know them because of you. Like you gotta understand the psychology of what's going on. A lot of people were supposed to keep secret about them knowing exactly who this person is. They wasn't supposed to tell this person that they knew who they were. Why you think they did it? Because you're worthy for enough for this person. So you got to understand the role you play. No matter who this person has talked to or ever dated, nobody's ever been upset. Nobody ever jumped out the closet, out the darkness, out the closets the way everybody jumped out. Nobody got into the business got all in the details ever before until you came. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Everybody know what's up. Every single hater already knows you're exactly right for this person. So I'm going to wrap this up, but listen, you have to have a strong mind in order to make it through things like that, because you gotta recognize real, and you have to recognize it. All right, thank you.